So I just got back from ripping this thing. I stopped in the middle of the ride just to check it out, just like I always do. And I came across the blown out base gasket that you can see right there. Let me zoom in. So that's the CY junk gasket. I do not recommend these. Honestly, not even sure why I threw it together with that, because I have the stainless steel reinforced graphite gasket that I could have used on there, but I just didn't have it in my garage at the time, and it's in my parts. I have so many parts I didn't feel like going through it to find it, but it lasted all about 2-3 days. Basically the break-in, and then once I really started cranking on it, hitting, I didn't hit high RPM on the way back, obviously, because it was blown out, but let's see what it recorded. 15.8, so it must have blown out somewhere around there, probably like 16,000 RPMs. Thing blew out. So gonna pull the head off, and I'm trying to think whether or not I just want to port the transfers and open up the intake port some, and then I will change the duration a tiny bit just for more top speed, probably like a 5.5 duration. That should be good for wide openness. Hear this guy ripping the... He loves it, man. He must hear me rip this thing. I always going bat, 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 bat. That's why he's doing that. Oh, man. It's not how you use a leaf blower. You just hold it wide open for the whole time you're using it. He's a riot. Guy's baked. Bin, 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 he says. Things going good, though. Really happy. I love the Pro Slide. My favorite thing on this ped. So sturdy. I got these cups, the HD cups, new bearings, all lubed up nice. The GSR front end set up with the Mad Dog brake. Best thing I did to this, it slows down. It'll literally throw me over the handlebars if I wanted it to. I can slow down on a dime. You know, you just stand back, both feet back here, lean back, and just hit them, and you slow down instantly. I did away with the rear brake. You know how the Bigfoot usually comes with that rear brake, and I shaved the motor mount. Some people were asking me about this, how I did that. I just literally shaved it right off with a grinder, smooth, and then I just polished it out and then painted it. Came out really good though. I'm pretty happy with the way it sits right now. I was gonna throw the flow systems, but this pipe has so much mid-range and it's still cranking the top end, so this is so far 15.8. I think is the highest it's revved so far with this engine on there in this setup, and I did 38 last night, and I still can lean it out some. It's so rich on the top end. I leaned it back a little bit, but where it's gonna go is basically aligned with the corner of, you see how it's squared off right there? The edge of that corner is where the high-speed needle will go, so it'll go back a little bit to about like right there. And that's where I think it's perfect. I don't really go any leaner than that, but that's usually where I can really top it out and hit that third power band up top. It was hitting it on the way back, but I wasn't staying in it, and I'm glad I didn't stay in it, because this gasket blew out, like I said at the beginning of the video. It literally just blew itself out, so you know that's where the weak spot is, in the back. So see how it's the 2-bolt, you don't have a bolt right here, so obviously it blows out where there's no bolt. That's the weak spot. So next time, what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is, when I put that stainless steel one, I'm just gonna take some red high temp RTV and just lather around the top and then the bottom, and that's okay to do. You don't need to put a lot, just a tiny bit, ever so slightly, to seal it, and it ends up being perfect. So I'm gonna do that right now, throw the thing back together, and then try to get those high RPMs and top speed. This motor is not even ported or anything, and it's performing ridiculously good. It's like, for a minute, you know, it's a little bog way down low, but it has an 850 spindle on it. So as soon as you get going, the thing's fine, and you got plenty of mid-range and plenty of top end. But I would really like to open it up, the transfer is big, and port match it, the case, flow the case and stuff it, put some JB weld in there, smooth that all out nice. That's the plan for this thing. And I'm thinking, because now I had honestly, the reason I think I went with that shitty blue gasket is because I knew that it was going to blow out and it was going to cause me to take the top end off, and If I'm going to take the top end off, obviously I'm going to port it, because it's already broken in nice to that piston and ring, and it's ready to go. So port the shit out of it, open it up, change the duration a little bit, and this thing will be wide open. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna throw this thing together and try to get some videos of it ripping. I got my GoPro, throw it on my helmet, or I'll find a good spot on my Bigfoot, and then get some more videos, because I'm sure people are getting sick of just standing here watching me talk about the GoPed. But I'm trying to give some good information about the engines and the parts that I do have on here. And I am gonna say right now, do not get this hour meter, the worst hour meter I've ever got. Now it says 3 hours, before it said 12, like it's all over the place. The only thing that seems to work, look at the button press, don't even work every time you hit it. The only thing that seems to work is the RPM, and sometimes it won't even record the highest RPM. You have to sit there and clear it out, because they'll just keep reading the last RPM. So be careful if you buy one of those. What caught my attention was the red, and it said Racing Power Sports. That's what caught my eye when I originally went to buy it. But it's just cheapo. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, stay ripping them.